Today we're going to be learning about the factors of economy. More importantly, the laws of supply and demand. What is supply, you ask? Let's see with my dear friend Robert.
Supply is the amount of goods available. Now you say, the law of supply means the higher the price, the more goods will be produced. For example, I got balls. I have a supply of balls.
You got me off guard there. So now we're going to talk about quantity supplied. Quantity supplied is the amount a supplier is willing and able to supply at a certain price.
How do all these things relate back to the law of supply? Let's find out.
There are two parts to the law of supply. The first one being individual firms change their level of production to match the supply. The second being firms enter or exit the market to also match the level of supply.
So what does this mean graphically?
The supply schedule is a graph that shows the relationship between the price of a good and the quantity of the good. The market supply schedule is a chart that lists how much of a good all suppliers will offer at different prices.
So to go along with market supply schedules and supply schedules, there are market supply curves and supply curves. What they are is, a supply curve is when you graph a supply schedule, and vice versa, a market supply curve is when you graph a market supply schedule.
For the final term today, we have elasticity of supply. Elasticity of supply is a measure of the way suppliers respond to a change in prices.
For example,
Parker has one
bagel!
Parker really loves
Bagel!
So, one bagel is not enough for Parker. To satisfy his needs, more bagels need to be produced.
Bagel!
The opposite is also true. When Parker's not in the mood for
Bagel!
less bagels are produced for him. Therefore, the law of supply is purely profit-driven.
Bagel!